Welcome to the Weekday Report for Friday, October 17th. I'm Tracy Pelishek. Here's a brief look at the news. On Monday, a trial begins for one of 3 men accused of the April 2013 fatal shooting of 2 men in a backyard. Darshawn Frazan is the first of the trio to have his case go before a jury. Daquan Young has agreed to cooperate and is set to enter a plea next month. Carlos Hamilton is due in court October 31st for a status conference. The 3 are accused of killing Zachary Hernandez and Carlos Garcia in a backyard in the 5100 block of 25th Avenue last spring. Passions and tempers heated up both sides of the aisle Thursday night as the City Plan Commission considered a request from the Shalom Center to rezone property for a permanent homeless shelter in Kenosha. After the 2-hour hearing, commissioners voted 7-3 to recommend approval to City Council, which has the final say. Seasonal workers hired for Amazon.com's new 500,000 square foot Kenosha sortation center are getting ready to report to work next week. They're in training now and will begin work on Wednesday at the new building off Interstate 94 at Highway 142. Trumper downed Bradford Thursday, keeping the Red Devils out of the playoffs. Here's Dave Marin with the details.
Bradford's Kyle Sinclair lines up a kickoff during a Southeast Conference football game against Tremper at Jaskowitz Stadium on Thursday night. Chris Turner of Tremper, number 6, eventually returned the kickoff. Tremper defeated Bradford 21-14 in the regular season finale for both schools. Tremper believes it has an outside chance at making the playoffs, while Bradford needed this win to become playoff eligible. The playoffs begin next week. David Marin, Kenosha News.
Mother Nature sure is putting on a splendid show this autumn. Kathy Troher has a review.
Vibrant fall colors are taking over throughout Kenosha County. Seems everywhere you go, you're greeted by absolutely gorgeous trees in their autumn finest. According to the Fall Color Report at www.travelwisconsin.com, Kenosha County is at 65% of its fall color peak, with 100% expected next week. Most other Wisconsin counties already are peaking, while some northern counties are past their peak. For the Kenosha News, I'm Kathy Troher.
What's trending today? With 2 Texas healthcare workers infected with Ebola after a visitor from Liberia flew into Dallas carrying the deadly virus, there are growing calls in the U.S. to impose limits on travel from the hardest-hit countries in West Africa. Should the U.S. impose an air travel ban? Tell us on Facebook. Up next is Jeff Zampanti with Facebook feedback.
A Kenosha Unified Athletic referendum and a life expectancy poll were among the topics for discussion on the Kenosha News Facebook page this week. A unified committee has recommended sports facility improvements that could include a $16.7 million referendum. The committee's proposal, which discusses a new Bradford football stadium, drew strong opinion from both sides. Tom Rizzo said, "Kenosha residents need to get out of the dark ages and understand that sports and the upgraded facilities go a very long way into the success of kids in the classroom as well." Aaron Matthew had a different take, stating, "Shame on you, KUSD, for wanting to raise taxes to help fund new athletic fields for the high schools when some elementary schools don't even have playground equipment for the kids." We also asked Kenosha News Facebook followers how long they would like to live, giving a new study showing an average life expectancy of nearly 79 years for a child born in 2012. Miranda Wraith said, "The number doesn't matter. It's what you do and how happy you are and how accomplished you feel before you die." And Douglas Warman offered a simple outlook, saying, "I want to live as long as I breathe. Once I stop that, then I can die." To add your voice to the conversation, check out facebook.com/Kenosha News. For Kenosha News, I'm Jeffrey Zampanti.
Thanks, Jeff. Now here's a look at what we're working on today. Our Sunday Choice will tell you all you want to know about Congressman Paul Ryan and Rob Zerban, his Democratic challenger, in the November 4th election. Janine Anderson and Deneen Smith spoke with the candidates. And how much should the Kenosha Fire Department spend for additional equipment and more staffing? Bill Guida looks into that question. Pick up a copy of the Kenosha News and check kenoshanews.com for all the details on these stories and more. I'm Tracy Pelishek with the Weekday Report.